there?
Yo, yeah, this Webstar. What's up?
So, what do you think about this song that Jay-Z just dropped that's getting all this controversy? I mean, do you think that he's coming at yourself? Like, how you feel about it?
I mean, you got to answer that question because it's only about 5 people that do the auto-tune. Is me, it's Ron Browz, it's T-Pain, it's Kanye, and Lil Wayne. And he shot all them out. I mean, everybody else who do it is pretty much R&B singers and everything. The only people that rap and really do it is us, and he shot all them out. He was on stage with T-Pain, so I don't know. You tell me. I mean, unless you know somebody else, I'm forgetting that's doing it like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think that he's being biased in that, you know, he said it's cool for Kanye and Weezy to use it, but everybody else is like, you know, he has a problem with it?
How does that sound to you? Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, that was one of the issues that's one of the issues I had with this thing. I mean, if you want to come at something, you have to come at everybody. You can't be part of the KKK and say, I hate all black people.
I mess with these.
Brian.
Exactly. You can't do that. But I mean, that's Jay-Z. So at the end of the day, you know, he has a lot of fans. He has a lot of people, and he's done a lot for hip hop. But just because you did a lot for hip hop and you rich and you got more money than a lot of new artists coming up, like such as myself, don't mean everything you say is right. Because if something ain't right and I feel that I believe in something, I'm gonna speak up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even do all my records on auto-tune. I got one record with auto-tune. It just so happened to be that my record is on the radio every 5 minutes in New York City. You know, Browz on the radio, I'm on the radio. So who else are you talking to? Like let's be for real.
Another thing I wanted to touch on Webstar was I feel that I'm biased because, like, they'll say they don't like auto-tune, but when they go to the club, they're dancing to your track. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. What do you think about
this? That? You know what? A lot of people is followers. A lot of people ain't leaders. I'm a leader. I'm my own boss. I don't work for nobody. I'm signing myself. Like, I don't got to follow what the next man do. A lot of people don't know how to be leaders, so they follow whatever they think is right. Like, anything Jay-Z can say, everybody, let's walk to the end of the earth and jump off jump off the roof or whatever. And people will really be jumping off the roof. I mean, I don't follow nobody but God. God is my only leader. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of Jay-Z. I was like I was shocked when he did that because everybody doing auto-tune. Mary J and Drake just did auto-tune. Drake and a whole Young Money just did auto-tune. If you take all the songs with auto-tune off the radio, what will you have? The biggest record of the year was all auto-tune. Like, I listened to the radio today and Jay was like, yo, yeah, the people don't want to hear auto-tune no more. The biggest records of the year was all auto-tune. Blame It on the Alcohol, Pop Champagne, Dancing on Me, both of the Drake songs. Like, those are the biggest records all year to me. Like, I don't play my song on the radio 50 million times. The radio plays it, and the radio only play what the people want to hear. The clubs only play what people want to dance to. So who are you to say that people don't want to hear it no more? Like, music changes every few years. You know, you got your era when gangster rap is in. You got your era when you know the snap music was in. Then you had Little John screaming the next year. Then you had 50 Cent with the gangster music again. Then you had, you know, music has different genres. Every few years it changes. People got to understand and accept change in music. It's going to happen.
All right, so let's get one of the callers on the line. Hi. What's your question or your comment?
I just want to comment on this whole Jay-Z just the auto-tune thing. That crap was necessary for real. Jay-Z needed to kill all that auto-tune stuff. There's a lot of people in, like, the whole music industry that was misusing that auto-tune stuff. The only people I believe that was using it correctly was, like, Kanye used it right, Wayne used it right, T-Pain. That was T-Pain's whole gimmick. So it was right for T-Pain to use it. But
let me ask you a question, though. What makes you say Kanye West uses it right?
Because he went platinum off the whole album using auto-tune.
He was already a platinum artist before he did that.
Exactly.
Every album Kanye do go platinum. What about Akon? What about Mary J. Blige? What about Drake? They not using it right?
Yeah, they using it right, especially Drake. Drake can use anything because he's already hot. So
that's biased. You're being biased.
Yeah, listen, homie, what you saying don't make no sense. You're not making any sense.
Webstar, I have a question for Webstar.
Yes.
Do you think that, you know, regardless, like, if you have a hit, you have a hit. It doesn't matter if there's auto-tune on it or not. Like, do you think that the auto-tune right now is just a trend that everybody's feeling so much that it can make any song hot?
Nope. Everybody used it. People are using it for a reason. Like I said, music changes every few years. There's different styles of music that just take over. Next year, house music might be in. I don't know what's going to be in next year. Music has changes. That's why Snoop, everybody did it. Everybody. Any artist you could think of. Any artist you could think of. Maybe except for Jay-Z. Even 50 Cent did it. Everybody did it. Diddy did it. Come on, Mary J. probably one of the greatest singers of all time, and she don't do singles.
Hi, you're live on Real Talk Radio. Who's this?
Yo, it's Ron Browz.
So, yeah, we're having a discussion today about just the state of hip-hop and everything. I know that you were at Summer Jam as well with Webstar. How was that experience for you?
That was my first Summer Jam, and, you know, thanks to Auto-Tune, I was in the Summer Jam this year.
So, I mean, I know you're pretty sick of having this Auto-Tune conversation, but, I mean, just overall, what are your thoughts on just, you know, the fact that they're making this such a big deal?
I keep saying a hot record is a hot record, a whack record is a whack record. It was whack Auto-Tune records that didn't, you know, that didn't reach, that, you know, that failed. These records with Auto-Tune that pop were hot records. The streets love them. The streets love it.
So, in terms of your music, like, how much of your album would you say that you did, you know, use on Auto-Tune?
Half and half. I have half records with it, half records without it.
What was your question?
I want to know, how do you feel about the bias that seems to be coming out that only certain artists could use it? I don't understand where that came from, but how do you feel about that?
Well, only certain artists.
Yeah, it seems like Jay-Z co-signed Kanye and Lil Wayne and T-Pain, but says nobody else could use it. I don't understand why.
I don't understand why he can single them out. No, everybody wasn't happy with Kanye Auto-Tune records.
I wasn't either. Some of the tracks I was like, what is he doing? But I guess people seem to forget things quickly.
Yeah, I guess Jay forgot too.
All right, what's going on with the album though? When can we expect that to come out?
The album coming out like third quarter. The name of the album is called Eat the Boy. You know, I got A. Marie on there, got Diddy on there, got Lloyd Banks, you know, Buster, Jim Browz, Fat Man Scoop, you know, a couple of features.
Holly, you're on the line.
Hello.
Hi, do you have a question or comment?
There's a question for Ron Browz.
You what up?
Do you feel like Jay directed it towards you and Webstar?
As men, if you have a problem with somebody, or tell them, you should just say their name. Like, he wants everybody to play the guessing game. He don't want to say no names or nothing like that. He just want to, you know, separate, you know, say Kanye.
Hey, Browz.
It's not Kanye.
Browz.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Browz, that's common sense, though. It's common sense. If it's only 5 people in a room, and he singled out 3 people, it's only 2 people left. Like, it's common sense. I don't know what it is.
I mean, a lot of people, even people besides me and you was messing around with the Auto-Tune, so.
Rappers, though. He's singing out rappers. His whole record was about y'all. He said his line was, y'all rappers are singing too much. We the only rappers on it. Yo, we the only rappers that got songs on the radio and got videos out using Auto-Tune. Well, let me know if I'm missing anybody. We the only ones. Like, come on, that ain't right, though. That ain't right. But you know what?
Somebody when Fifth of them got problems with other artists, they say their name, man. If he got problems with artists, he should just say their name. Like, yo, I feel Webstar or I feel Ron Browz is using it wrong, bing, 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 and that's how he should do it. But, you know, now it's just speculation. People don't know who he's talking about. He want to act like he don't know who he's addressing to.
You have a question or a comment?
Yo, this is Jabari. What's good? What's good, Nigel?
What's going on, man?
Everything's good, man. That's the Auto-Tune, man. I have to say that, you know, Jay, in the past, if you look at what he did in the past, he said something and mad people followed, you know what I mean? He said, let's take off the jerseys. Cats took off the jerseys. And, you know, one thing about Jay now is he's at an age where he's not connecting like he was. It's still crazy and he's still the man. He's God, but, like, you can't tell a whole universe of people making music stop making music one certain type of way. You know what I mean? Because at a point now where Jay doesn't have that same influence as he had, you know what I mean, back in the day.
Hey, brother, this is Webstar. Let me say something. Let me ask you a better question. How can a 40-year-old gazillion millionaire relate to any 17 or 18-year-old in the streets right now? You can't relate to it because you don't know what's going on now. Time changes.
Join us for more Real Talk Radio with Webstar, Ron Browz, and No ID on realtalkny.net.